WWE confirms that there will not be a WWE 2K21 this year, which is probably good given how shit WWE 2K20 was. Because holy shit, that was, I mean, the only thing that game was good for was my Twitter timeline for about 2 months was full of the greatest game glitches I've ever seen, possibly in my entire life.
It was crazy.
It was the gift that kept on giving. However,
don't they have another game coming out instead?
They do.
Power-ups and shit?
Yes. And I've already watched it. We're not going to watch it because it's a Twitter trailer, but you can click on that and watch it while I'm sitting here talking about it. Oh, you've seen it?
I've seen it,
so yeah, it's called WWE 2K Battlegrounds because everything has to have Battlegrounds in the name. And no, thankfully, it is not a Battle Royale. However...
Could be a Rumble Royale.
It could be a Royal Rumble. Although, I think, didn't one of the wrestling promotions actually used to call it Battle Royale or some shit?
I'm not sure. I think so, actually.
That sounds like really right to me for some reason. Anyway, it's an arcade-style game, and I mean fucking arcade-style. And but arcade style in that they got a bunch of interns to make the video game. I watched that trailer, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like a mobile game that was transferred for like any other fucking platform, but it just looks bad. Like really bad.
Yeah.
Nothing about it looks good. Not even just visually, like it looks terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I actually probably would have preferred another shitty regular ass WWE game that's broken as fuck.
Yeah, that would provide more entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks properly poor. And we're not just saying that just because we like to shit on things around here sometimes. Go look it up if you want to see it. WWE 2K Battlegrounds. You will have the same opinion. It looks awful. I mean, really, at the end of the day, if I wanted an arcade style WWE or a wrestling game, I'm just gonna go play WCW versus NWO. And it's already
classic.
50 million times better than whatever
this is.
The fuck that is. It's so terrible. So that's their replacement. Is they got their mobile division to hack together a game in 3 months to put out instead of failing miserably at trying to work from home create 2K21.
Yeah, WWE right now is in a really, really bad spot.
Yes.
There's been rumors now that Vince has either sold WWE or is in the process of it, and could be selling it to ESPN. And there is a high probability that
I didn't even hear this.
Yeah, I heard about all this yesterday. And if they end up buying it, the WWE pay-per-views may all go to ESPN Plus. Right now the WWE is in some hurting situation. Their last Raw was the worst rating Raw of all time in 25 years. It's been on a steady decline.
WWE's been bad with an audience to back it up. You take out the audience, and boy.
And so yeah, you could see Disney basically running the show for WWE. It's kind of hard to believe because Vince is so like attached to the thing, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense. The dude is like 75 years old. This whole quarantine thing is just beating the hell out of the company. His XFL thing just completely fell through apparently, as he was dumping more money into that and trying to get that off the ground again. So he's losing a lot of shit right now. Fired a lot of wrestlers, a lot of executives, and instead of, from what the article that I was watching, instead of them trying to salvage it with ESPN and Fox or whatever, I don't know what deals they have going on for TV. Then the rumor is either a deal is already been done in behind the scenes, or it's being discussed, and you could be seeing them play on ESPN Plus.
That's
and ESPN.
That's really fucking crazy to me because, I mean, I'll shit on Vince McMahon's decisions for the last 10 years all day, every day, because it's so many of them have been questionable. But the man is undoubtedly one of the greatest business minds of our generation, from going from the ringside announcer to taking over his dad's business and immediately buying up and joining up the wrestling promotions around the country and turning it into the WWF, and then getting it to where it is now is just fucking like, I mean, you can't even hate the guy. He was even a character on it, and arguably one of the best characters on the fucking promotion for like 15 years. So, man, have some of his decisions been weird in the last while, and it is a shame. XFL did seem like it had a chance at actually being lucrative at the very least for him, but the timing of this fucking pandemic, that is just
it's
a
game
swift kick in the nuts, and it's hard to do wrestling without an audience. It's even harder to do wrestling without an audience when you've been largely relying on dubbing your audience because they're booing half the time, or they're dead because your wrestling promotion has been pretty much garbaged here for nearly 10 years. And so you get rid of the audience and now you're really fucked. AEW right now is still getting good ratings. They're still getting good fucking viewership. Nobody complains about it. Everyone, if anything, I've seen people talking about how it's shown how many guys on the promotion are really good fucking mic workers because they don't need a crowd, or in WWE's case, a fucking injected crowd, like it's a laugh track for a shitty friggin' comedy on TV, to carry the wrestling and the story.
Yeah.
And so, I'm not surprised that their ratings were tanking for them.
So. Well, I'm sure we'll hear more about that in the upcoming weeks.
I would have thought, in my mind, he was just going to pass it on to fucking Hunter, Triple H, and then,
I still think in a way he will. Like, even if it gets bought out, like,
he just won't be the owner.
Part of the deal. Yeah, he'll Triple H will probably be like the CEO, or I'm sure if Disney buys them, then they're still gonna run it the way that they're running it. Of course, it might even have to be a little bit more PG. I mean, they're pretty PG now. So who fucking knows? Or maybe it's just a rumor. But apparently somebody close on the inside has confirmed either a deal has already been made, or it is being discussed, and there's a good chance that this may be it for Vince.
Man, what is the WWE worth even right now?
Oh,
it's got to be worth a lot of money, even right now.
At least $1 billion.
Yeah, minimum.
At least.
Minimum. That's going to be a hot pickup for whoever the fuck gets their hands on it.
Well, it makes sense if Disney buys it, because ESPN, you're gonna play SmackDown and Raw or whatever, and the other thing they got going on with
the WWE network is just,
it's huge,
fucking endless value.
You bring in the network in through ESPN Plus, right? Yeah. And now all those memberships are going to go into ESPN Plus, and when you're an ESPN Plus guy, you're going to get the UFC and all the other sports and different things that ESPN Plus has, and I think there's even a package for Hulu and everything else. In the States they've got like fucking everything going on in that package. It makes sense. Yeah, definitely makes sense. Yeah. Well, we'll find out more in the coming weeks, I'm sure, about that. We'll find out what the fate of the WWE is, but that is wild. What a time! What a fucking wild time this is. 2020, baby. Just nuts.